Kids love that.
Kids.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And here is Chef Dave.
Hey, good afternoon. Happy almost Halloween. Okay, gotta be quiet because you'll set off the guy in the end. Okay, today we're gonna do three fun things. We're gonna do an apple bourbon crisp, caramel crisp. Okay, what else are we doing here? A chicken salad with apples and a spinach salad with feta and apples. So we gotta keep it in the apple theme, keep that going. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna cook down our apples. If you look at the recipe for the apple pumpkin bourbon, what I did is I cut the apples ahead of time and I put quite a lot of bourbon in there and kind of stuff. You know, the recipe doesn't say use a little extra butter, but you know, I kind of like the butter thing. So there's all my bourbon. Everything's in there. We'll let this cook for a couple minutes. And it smells really good from where I'm standing. That bourbon that's in there. Okay, we've also got some pumpkin. This could be like a pumpkin apple crisp. We'll put a little bit of pumpkin in there as
I
well.
thought that was cheese.
And let that also soften up. Now I use Granny Smith apples for these, so they're nice and firm. Ahead of time, I mixed up all my crumble. I have pecans in here. I got, what I got here? Whole wheat flour, oats, sugar, pecans, cinnamon, salt, and of course butter. Now, if you want to keep it vegan, you can use, oh bless you. You can use vegan butter if you want to. The choice is yours. I mean, you have many, many endless choices. With the apples, I've got maple syrup, probably double the amount of bourbon that I should have put in there, but that's okay. I like bourbon. When I was on vacation, I went to a Scotch whiskey tasting in Edinburgh, and it was totally like awesome. Oh my gosh, there were so many scotches there, single malts. You know, you could spend 2 years there drinking one a day, probably would not finish them all. Anyway, we do that. Preheated oven going on behind me. So we'll just let this simmer a little bit. Let this, all this bourbon and maple syrup reduce down. Okay, then we'll leave it in the pan. Then I'll put the topping on top and pop it into the oven, let it finish off and do its thing. Meanwhile, while we're playing around here, we'll start on our chicken salad.
Where does the pumpkin come from?
Pumpkin?
So, yeah, you don't open the pumpkin and take
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Is that how you got that pumpkin?
Yeah, I
stuff?
sacrificed a pumpkin.
Okay.
I got a pumpkin home, which is sacrificed, which I've cut the pieces out of. And it's fine. I mean, that's how you make pumpkin pie also.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm glad we don't have any flames going here because with all the bourbon in here, we'd have a nice skyrocket going down. Okay, so our chicken salad. All the ingredients are over here all ready for us. I got diced chicken. Now what I did is I sauteed off my chicken. It caramelizes the chicken, gives you a nicer, more robust flavor. So that goes into there. Okay, what else do we have in there? We have apples, which go into there. Okay. We have diced celery. You know, I did all this ahead of time. It's like watching the paint peel. You know, if you kind of dice some of these things up, it just doesn't work. Some cranberries. I like cranberries. Oh, fresh basil. I will chop that up for you. Fresh basil out of my yard. It's the last of the basil. You know, it's getting to where it's almost finished. We have a nice secluded area back of my yard, the house. So all this can go in there too. Basil gives it a really nice fresh flavor. And we just roughly chop that. And we'll put that in here. And I'm walking, I should be not. Okay, after that, we'll put some little mustard in there. Okay. And then we'll put our mayonnaise, a little bit of mustard. And mayonnaise and Greek yogurt. Now, the nice thing about this is this always tastes better the day before because all the ingredients, all the flavors get a chance to mingle with each other. And they mingle and they work well. So by using the Greek yogurt, it keeps it nice and thick. Checklist for seasoning. Perhaps a little bit of pepper. And a little bit of salt. Okay, we got more things to do with this, don't we? We've got cherry tomatoes and lettuce and bacon and pumpkin. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut this pumpkin off real quick and take the top off and use that. Yeah, how about that? That was quick. Was that quick? Was that quick or what? And then I'm gonna put my chicken salad in here into my lettuce leaves. Now the recipe says chop your lettuce. Well, you can do that too. You can chop it and serve it that way. You can also take this chicken salad and separately serve it onto a croissant, which is very nice too. So you can make a lunch out of it if you want to. So you have options. Come on, Dave, right fingers into the right holes. I hate that when it happens.
What?
The apple, what I'm gonna do, make a little apple fan. This is the fun part of cooking. Cut these real thin. Got a little bit of lemon juice water back here. You can put them in. Then you can take your apples and set them up like this into the thing to give it a little bit of height. All right, yeah. Then you can sprinkle a little bit of cheddar cheese, a little bit of fresh pumpkin, okay, and a little bit of bacon if you want or not. Okay, we'll put the bacon up here. And then there's your chicken salad. Now, if you go mess around with your guests, you having a party, you just take the lid and put it back on so they don't know. Can I do this without messing it up? Probably not.
Front business.
Close enough.
It worked.
Wow.
Okay, so you can do it that way. And if you really want to take it to the extra level, you put a face into your pumpkin, you garnish it. I'll be honest with you, I did have a nice pumpkin that was cut out nicely and that gravity thing got a hold of it. So I had pumpkin pieces. You know, it's called life. It happens.
Yeah, we did pumpkin carving.
Huh?
We did pumpkin carving on Sunday, just
It
last
happens.
Sunday with our granddaughter. Yeah,
Oh, really? That's cool.
yeah, cool.
It was a very simple, cutting. It wasn't anything too elaborate. That's just about reduced a little bit. Can you smell that bourbon? I know you guys in TV land can't smell it, but trust me, it's there and it's really good. Okay. Is everybody there? Good. Okay, we got it. So what I'm gonna do while that jet's finishing up. Now, you know me, I'm lazy. You know, the recipe says in a separate pot. Well, why am I gonna use a separate pot and wash up two pots?
Right.
So I just do it in this big cast iron pan because it does shrink down nicely. And just about dry enough. Okay, good, it's almost there. So I'll take this, put it over here for now. Next, well, I need the burner for that, so we'll sidetrack just a little bit. I saw something really weird on Facebook recently. It was a hand as an hors d'oeuvre. A hand as an hors d'oeuvre. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this is cream cheese, like a cheese ball on steroids here. Okay, we'll take this here, like that. Okay, this is where you use numerous gloves. Make the hand. There we go, like that. Now we're gonna make some fingers, okay? And a thumb. This is not a piano player, got very short fingers. Oh, we got a jumper.
Little guy.
The little helper.
Thank you. Thanks for the recovery.
Okay, yeah.
And the guy didn't sound off. Oh, you did it very stealthy. Normally he makes a lot of noise. Hey, but the kids like it. Yeah, for Halloween, they come up there and they have a hoot and holler with it. Okay, so this is ready. We're gonna take our crumble mix and put that across the top. Isn't it easier than watching me do it? Okay. And now, I had to make a note to myself, I cut all my caramels up so they go nicely across the top, and guess what, they all fuse back together. No biggie. Hey, they'll come apart a little bit.
Easy fix.
Hmm?
Easy fix.
Guaranteed to pull out any loose fillings. No problem. You know, but this should melt all into here. You'd be happy. Pop this into a get down, preheated oven, and away we go. All right, cool. While we're doing the next thing, we're gonna start melting our butter for our next salad. But then we're coming back to here. Let's see if this works. I have not tried this. I only saw it. So we're gonna see if this actually works or not. One level off. A friend of mine told me, let your prosciutto sit out a little bit so it gets a little bit warm. That way it kind of. And working with these gloves is a curse because I try to grab a hold of this thing, it just doesn't work. But hey, whatever. Obviously, this is something you can do a day in advance and keep refrigerated. And stay happy with it. I've done that before. That's all I'm looking for. Turbano sugar and my spices. We just want to cook this a little bit until it dries out. Just about the right amount of prosciutto here, wasn't it? I have some sliced almonds or some fingernails.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
You said you saw that on Facebook, that cream cheese hand?
Hmm?
That was from Facebook?
Yeah,
Cream
I
cheese
saw on
hand?
Facebook, several weeks ago,
Yeah.
you know, just looking at some stuff and so that popped up and said, what the heck?
Yeah.
I can do this. Shake my fingers and my thumb a little bit. There we go. Now you could do something like this for a crudité tray. You got your grilled vegetables around the outside. You got your cheese and your prosciutto in the middle. So there you got ham.
Oh, God.
Just for the fun of it.
Cool.
I'd like to give this to them, they can start.
Show our viewers at home.
Huh?
So what do? You cut it straight across?
Yeah, you just cut it with a knife
In the
and
bowl.
just dippity down, away you go.
Replace for all the blood?
Huh?
Fill a container for all the blood?
Yeah. Okay. Take a picture for me so I can have it.
Yes.
They're cute.
Here's some crackers. Okay.
Oh, they're adorable.
Over here, we've got our apples caramelizing and going down. It's okay, so I'm starting it. Some freshly washed. It also goes on there. Some feta cheese will go in here. And some blueberries shows in there. And then as soon as that fries off a little bit more, how do you want to do that? Take a frying pan, saute pan, and put dried beans into it. Okay, then go over to your sink and practice over the sink. Okay, so if you make a mess, it goes into the sink and not all over the floor.
Okay, cool.
How's that work for you?
Yep.
But the thing is, the motion is interesting because you're going out and then back real fast. And jerking it back real fast, which gives you the flip. I can't do it left-handed because I'll make a mess. Okay. Take a little bit of this.
And cheese.
Just like a, hate those things. Perhaps a little bit more feta cheese across the top. And of course, candy corn.
Oh,
Just because I can.
Why not?
I'm throwing some candy corn on there.
Oh, God.
Okay. I was in the grocery store the other day and, oh, well, I'm shopping. I might as well get some stuff for Halloween. I saw the candy corn. So I have an outlet for that. And then balsamic. What I do is I make my own balsamic glaze. I take the balsamic vinegar and I reduce it down to about a fifth of the volume. And that gets it nice, thick and syrupy. Just do a little bit of cross in there, and it's a nice. So you have your spinach salad. Okay. Now the preparation for this, yes, it took me a couple of hours to get everything ready to prep it. The actual cooking time, what, 20, 25 minutes, with the exception of the crispy, which is gonna take another 15 or 20 minutes. But that comes out really nice, and the apple crisp, you can do it with ice cream, which we have today. You can do it with whipped cream, you can do it with creme fraiche, you can do it with nothing. You know, you can do yogurt, whatever you want. I mean, you have those options to do as you please. And that's what makes it fun. That is so great about cooking. You have options. And the nice thing about this right here is the bourbon reduction with sugar.
Oh, gotta have that. Why not?
Yes, that works. That works. That would be really nice over top of ice cream as well. And because it's been cooked, it'll keep for, 3 or 4 days in the refrigerator, airtight container
It'd
seal.
be nice on Zippaglione, right?
Oh, yeah.
Put that on top of it.
You gotta go for it.
Yeah.
And so you have, there's just some nice fall items. Apples right now are everywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody's picking apples. I've got family down in Markham, Virginia. They have their own orchard. You pick your orchards, and they're always posted. It's Stribling Orchards. It's my daughter's husband's family, and they've got apples coming out of their ears down there, and pumpkins and stuff like that. It's a 3.5 hour drive, so I'm not going down there. It's right next to. It's outside. It's about 20 minutes east of Front Royal, Virginia. So it's a good trip down there. But it's worth it. There's lots of local orchards here where you get fresh apples, and there's so many things you can do with apples. You can make this. You can can it. You can freeze. They don't freeze too well, but they can very nicely. You make your own compote. Make your own applesauce. It's really great. I mean, options are limitless, which is nice. That's basically it. I don't think I can stall anymore because I know the crisp is going to be another 15 or 20 minutes, even though I crank the oven up a little bit. But there we have it. Happy Halloween.
Beautiful. Thank you.
If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to shoot me off an email. My email address is a itty bitty tiny print at the bottom of the page for the recipes. And I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. And just be safe and be happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
did you have any questions on Zoom? Well, if you think of any later, feel free to email Chef, or you can call and I can give you his email. The recipes were all in the email that was sent out this morning with the Zoom link. So thank you for joining us.
Happy Halloween, everyone.